I'm Jonathan Sewell Sales at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise. And I feel like I've waited long enough. Here is the beautiful 2022 Mazda CX-5 Carbon Edition on a not so beautiful day. But we're gonna go inside, we're gonna go outside, we're gonna go all the way around to show you how wonderful the 22 model is. So let's jump in.
More car vids. More car vids.
And with the CX-5, it's really these exterior updates. So you can tell new lower bumper fascia design there and how these bumpers really extend down to the bottom, and that's beautiful. Instead of having as much of that plastic cladding over previously, you have now the painted resin bumper, and just love these slight Kodo design elements here. Very wonderful. And right here, of course, we've got new LED headlight assemblies. So still have projector beams, but love the look here as it goes around, very sleek. And one of the favorite components of the Carbon Edition is back. The Carbon Edition's back, but also this dark chrome. So you can see kind of how it changes that dark tint there. But this wide piece comes down slim. Love how that looks. Ties into the headlights really well. And then we have the new grille here, which is not as noticeable on the Carbon Edition, but on other trims, these wider slats or slots here just look fantastic with this whole new look up front. So in love with it. And as I said in the intro, unfortunately, the weather hasn't cooperated the last couple of days. This came in yesterday, windy, rainy, same today. So what we see here is a little bit more blue than the gray in the polymetal gray, but still very beautiful. You can see some leaves falling as the wind's picking up here. Really excited that we still have these wheels carried over. So the 19-inch gloss black wheels tie into the gloss black side mirrors. Really excited about that. I know that the turbo models have a unique black wheel, but I'm glad to see that they still have this design instead of going with the premium design wheel. I'm glad we stuck with this one from previous years. As we go around, a little bit of a difference here as you look on these taillights, also updated, also similar to the same design here as on the front. When you take a step back, you also notice that the rear bumper fascia, lower fascia here has been changed. I have not yet been able to figure out what the purpose of this slot is for. Obviously, I thought at first it might be removable, but it's all one piece. I think it's just trying to be some type of design element there. Don't really know what the purpose is, but I love this lower piece here. Also how it ties into these tail lights. And one of the things I love about the tail lights is how they're sleek right here, but still have that little lip up top. And of course, some vortex generator elements here coming around. But just before, it kind of came out right here, and now it's just nice and sleek, and it's with that little lip up top. Very nice. We're gonna jump inside the engine compartment here in just a moment. But of course, as you know, no longer can you get a turbo engine on the Carbon Edition, which is okay because the standard 2.5 naturally aspirated is really all you need in this vehicle. So let's jump in here. We're very familiar with this engine, with this look. And of course, you've got clear fluid containers. You've got a nice air box here for airflow, your fuses, your battery, brake fluid, all those things. Of course, up front here, we didn't talk about it, but you have your radar sensor behind this big, bold emblem lens. So housed right down there for your i-Activ sense, some of your safety features there. Also, you have the 187 horsepower, 186 foot-pounds of torque. So a lot of get up and go. 31 miles per gallon is typical on the highway. So a lot of pep and a good fuel economy is well deserved out of this engine and enjoyed. Of course, we have the same camera up front here for your automatic high beams and your lane departure alert. Same doorknob and lock or unlock feature here with the advanced keyless entry. Just had the windows tinted here, so that's why I've got this blocked off so we don't roll up that film. This one does have the black interior with red stitching, so you can still have black or red. The first two that I have coming in are gonna be the black, so you see how it ties into the door. Same black soft touch materials across the dash, but the red stitching in the seats is fantastic and gives owners two options here of what they choose. Of course, both will have the black leather wrap steering wheel with red stitching, but you can do it with the black or the red interior. We have an 8-way power driver's seat with memory. Also, and we'll talk about this a little bit more outside, but you have off-road traction assist with your standard now i-Activ all-wheel drive on every CUV in Mazda's line. Still have your LCD display up here for warning messages, also some of those safety features. Still have the big 10.25 inch screen up there for your 7th gen system. Heated seats, dual AC, commander control. Hopping back here in the back, you still have the red stitching in this black leather. You have the cup holders, the device holder, and rear console with 2 USBs, which is fantastic. Matched with the 2 USBs in the console. Still have the moonroof up top, and really not much on the interior has changed. Let's step back here. Power lift gate in the rear. And as we take a peek inside, still have our controls here for folding these down. And as far as some slight changes, you see these little vents here on the side, so those are new. However, still have the same functionality. You can fold this down 40, 20, 40. As we take a peek underneath, first time seeing a spare tire without a Bose on a Carbon Edition, because there's a Bose credit on this one. Of course, they're trying to allocate the chips as best they can, and so the Bose was thrown out of the Carbon Edition and the Touring Preferred as well. So we have great aesthetics outside, great styling, and still that off-road all-terrain that we desire with our i-Activ all-wheel drive. Since it's a little bit overcast and getting dark, let's look at the lights here. So here's a glance of what the new tail lights will look like. Of course, you'll have your turn signal here, your reverse lights here. As we go around to the front, there's the projector beam LEDs. Also have a nice little addition here in the side. So you've got your main projector beam and this nice little LED strip right here. Then of course your amber lights on the side for your turn signals. So nice upgrades for the standard headlights, which of course you'll upgrade on higher trims to the signature setup, and I'm really excited to see that very soon. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions or comments on the wonderful, beautiful 2022 CX-5 Carbon Edition. I'm Jonathan Sewell at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise, Alabama, and I really can't wait for you to check a 22 CX-5 out on your own, because it's even more beautiful and it's a Mazda.